Maya sat at her cluttered desk, staring at a laptop screen that felt like a mirror of her life. Chaotic, uninspiring, and stuck. At 27, she was juggling a dead-end job as a data entry clerk, a mountain of student debt, and a nagging voice in her head that whispered, "This is all you'll ever be." She'd once dreamed of starting her own graphic design business, creating art that told stories, but years of rejections, financial struggles, and self-doubt had buried that spark under layers of reality. One rainy evening, Maya scrolled through social media, watching influencers post about their perfect lives. Why can't I be like them? She thought, her chest tight with envy and defeat. But then a random post caught her eye, a quote in bold letters, "You are not your failures, you are more than this moment." Something stirred inside her. She grabbed a notebook and wrote those words down. I am more than this. That night, Maya couldn't sleep. The phrase echoed in her mind, challenging her to confront the gap between who she was and who she wanted to be. By morning, she decided she wasn't going to let her circumstances define her anymore. Step 1, a tiny spark. Maya began small. She set a clear goal: design one piece of art every week for 3 months. It felt manageable, not overwhelming. She dusted off her old sketchpad and started creating again, even if just for 30 minutes after work. Each stroke of her pencil felt like reclaiming a piece of herself. Step 2, facing the fear. Fear was her biggest hurdle. What if I'm not good enough? What if I fail again? To combat this, Maya started a private Instagram account to share her weekly designs, hiding them from the world, but proving to herself she could commit. She also began listening to podcasts by entrepreneurs who'd failed before succeeding. Step 3, building a plan. Maya realized dreaming wasn't enough. She needed a roadmap. She enrolled in an affordable online course to sharpen her graphic design skills. She set a budget to save $50 a month toward a professional portfolio website. She broke her big goal, starting her own business, into small, actionable steps. Learn, create, network, launch. Step 4, finding her tribe. Isolation had kept Maya stuck, so she sought connection. There, she met Aisha, a photographer who'd also struggled with self-doubt but was now freelancing full-time. Aisha became her accountability partner, cheering her on and sharing tips. Step 5, embracing failure as growth. 6 months in, Maya pitched her designs to a small business and got rejected. The old Maya would have spiraled, but this time she paused. I am more than this, she reminded herself. She asked for feedback, tweaked her portfolio, and pitched again. The second client said yes, a small gig designing a cafe's menu. It wasn't a fortune, but it was a start. Step 6, celebrating the wins. Maya learned to celebrate every milestone, no matter how small. She started a wins jar, dropping in notes about every achievement. On tough days, she'd read them to remember how far she'd come. Step 7, owning her purpose. A year after that sleepless night, Maya launched her freelance graphic design business. It wasn't perfect, and she still worked her day job, but she was designing logos, book covers, and social media graphics for clients who loved her work. More importantly, she'd rediscovered her purpose: to create art that inspired others. Messages from followers, students, single moms, dreamers poured in, saying her story gave them hope. One evening, Maya sat at her desk again, now organized and adorned with sketches. She looked at her notebook, where I am more than this was still scribbled. She smiled. The voice of doubt was quieter now, drowned out by the truth she'd proven. She was more than her fears, her failures, or her circumstances. She was a creator, a dreamer, a fighter, and she was just getting started.